Hi everyone and welcome back. Today we are going to be getting into my January book of the month pick. Now I know it is no longer January. Actually, we are almost to the end of February, but it kind of worked out perfectly because I really wanted to dedicate the month of February to all things romance, which this book is. So let's get into Lunar Love. This is a debut novel for the author and is an opposites attract, slow burn romance filled with Chinese astrology. In this book, we are following Olivia, or Liv, who is always a matchmaker and never a match. And Liv is excited but also extremely nervous to be taking over a family business. That family business is a matchmaking business that her grandmother started, and it's called Lunar Love and follows everything that the Chinese zodiac and astrology lays out. So Liv's family approach is the long one. They take months to really get to know a client and study their birth year, their birth hour, what that means for their traits and who they are, and find the perfect match by using all of this personalized and thoughtful information that they've gathered. Soon after taking over Lunar Love, Liv finds out about a new matchmaking company that kind of takes her process and makes it faster and digital. So it is an online dating app that is based on the Chinese astrology and zodiac, but does it in a way that really doesn't follow the traditional approach and kind of makes Liv's business sound like it's just about animal attraction. So since this is such an emotional topic for her, she kind of goes into defense mode. Now, of course, Olivia finds out that it is LA's most eligible bachelor who has started this company that she just fundamentally disagrees with, and she pretty much declares war on him and his business. Now, Liv is extremely busy with her new business that she's just taken over, and she's trying to revive it. She's trying to modernize it in a way that doesn't lose its traditional approach that the whole company has been built on. So she is really investing a lot of time into her business, and she knows that she is not in the spot to find herself the perfect match. So she is going head to head with this other business and against LA's most eligible bachelor who disagrees with everything traditional. And as they continue to kind of duke it out in the business world, they challenge each other and make a deal that they will find the other person a perfect match with their own method, and whoever falls in love first loses. That's it, you guys. I am not going to share any more information about this book because you already know the major themes, and I'm not going to spoil it for you. This book was a super quick and easy read. It was about 307 pages, if I remember correctly, and I absolutely flew through it. There's also something really fun in the back of this book, and there is a group reading guide and also some recipes in this book, and I just really appreciate that. I love when a book has some extras that you weren't really prepared for, but that enhance the story and the reading. Such a win for me. Something that I really wanted to mention about this book is that both of our main characters are Chinese Americans. And in the book, they share about the hard times that they face trying to fit into a place where they've grown up their entire life, but just don't feel like they fully fit in, and kind of navigating that. And I really love when an author can bring up some experiences that not all of us face and can kind of open our eyes to something. So I really loved that. And also with this, we did get a lot of Chinese traditions and food and customs and just things that some families might do. And again, I really love when I can actually get something from a fictional book. I thought that the zodiac aspect of this book was so freaking cute. I have not read any other books that deal with the same story and plotline, so this was such a fun book, and I enjoyed it way more than I was expecting to. I am so glad that this was the one that I picked for my Book of the Month Club selection and that it was even available through them, because honestly, I'm not sure if I would have ever heard about it or known of it if it wasn't an option, but I'm super glad that that was the one that I chose. And also, it was super fitting for the month of January when Chinese Lunar New Year takes place. I really liked our main characters, Olivia and Bennett, and just reading about the experiences that they face as Chinese Americans and as new business owners, and just their challenges, their differences, the way that they try to find out what their version of falling in love is. This was such an enjoyable book to read. Now, I do think that Olivia's character was a little bit too stubborn and kind of stuck in her own ways and in the challenges of her own mind, but it did not take away from the story in any way. She's written in a way that her experiences lead to self-discovery, and I am all for that. Besides romance, this book also had heartwarming family connections and really well-written side characters. I think overall I'm going to rate this one 4 stars. Like I said, it was a lot more enjoyable than I expected. I loved the characters, the plot, the writing, and the pace of this story, and also the traditions that were presented in this book. I would highly recommend this book to anyone who enjoys a good romance book, and especially if you are looking for a non-spicy book recommendation. I know that there are some people out there who don't want all of these spicy scenes in their romance books, so if you are looking for something that is not spicy, this is a fantastic pick for you. Now, I know that I mentioned this earlier, but this was the author's debut novel, and honestly, it was fantastic. I cannot wait to see what else she writes. I really hope that she continues to write in the romance genre and brings more to this space, because she did an incredible job for her first book. If you guys also picked this one as your Book of the Month pick, or if you have just read this one, I would love to know what your thoughts were and if you enjoyed it. I did see some really good things about this on TikTok or maybe Instagram, so I would love to know what you thought of this book if you have read it. And also, if you picked any of the other selections that were available for January Book of the Month, let me know what I missed out on, although I don't regret it because, like I said, I did enjoy this one. I'm just interested to see what you picked and if you liked it. If you have enjoyed this review, please remember to like and subscribe. I have a ton of more videos coming for you that I cannot wait for you to see. As always, I really appreciate your support, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!